Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the regret of not working as hard as you should be. I'm just thinking as a young man, I'm 21 years old, how much potential I have and how, if I'm really dialed in, if I work hard, I think, being an old man, I think I could be proud of myself of what I've accomplished. I'm fairly smart. I think I've gotten a fairly pretty good deal on life in terms of you can't control your cards, and I think I've gotten a pretty good card based on being born in the United States, um, being tall, like 6'2", almost 6'1", 3/4 of an inch, right? I don't know how many centimeters that is for Europeans or anyone that's not American, right? But yeah, I'm tall, not, I'd say I'm fairly intelligent, like above average, not, you know, not Einstein, but I'm not dumb. I know I'm not dumb at all. But yeah, the regret of not working as hard as you could be, that would be painful, frankly. I mean, on your deathbed just thinking, wow, I've done nothing with my life. I mean, many people have lived a unfulfilling life where they're kind of just there. And I'm grateful for discovering all these nice positive YouTubers that talk about improving themselves. And I don't think they're perfect at all. Some probably have toxic ideas. Some are a little mean to you, but I think in general it's a lot better than living just floating through life, right? Um, yeah, I think it's very important as a man to have a purpose, and not only would you regret it, not having a purpose or not working hard, you regret it in your deathbed, but also just going through life. Like I said, you're not going to be enjoying it as much. Um, you know, I guess the religious aspect, let's say hypothetically, I'm not even saying I believe in God necessarily, I'm just saying hypothetically, if you go to a god, like you just passed away, you're 85 years old, you just passed away, and you go to a god and he says, since he's omnipotent, right? Well, let's just say he's omnipotent. I'm assuming, yeah, a god would have to be omnipotent, right? Um, or is it omniscient? Is it, is omniscient? Because there's omnipotent and there's omniscient, but it's one of those words. Omni is like the prefix of all. But anyways, I'll look it up later. But yeah, there's a God, he's all knowing, and he says to you, this is what you could have been. And it's like you could have been someone that cured cancer. You could have ran 1,000 miles in a week. You could have whatever, right? But instead, you're just there. You had kids. You worked until you're 70 in like a lower middle class area, like true lower middle class, not poverty, but just like 45K a year. You're there, you know, you didn't do much. You're overweight. I mean, you're smart. You could just coast through your job, right? I mean, like I said, pain, just. And I understand why people go through life like this because they're confused. They don't have good father figures or good mother figures, right? And then they just make the wrong decisions and they hang out with the wrong crowd, and then the years go by and by and by and by, and they used to be able to have girls or a better job because they were really charismatic maybe, and they were good looking, but then they get older, that's fading, they gain weight, their job isn't as good, they're not attracting the same girl, they're just unfulfilled, and then they just sense they didn't have good guidance, so they just go through life. So I understand why this happens to people. It's not necessarily fully their fault. I mean, it is, but it's not entirely their fault. Um, but I mean, anyone watching this video should be grateful that they know that they need to go through pain, and it's the same message, frankly. I mean, go through pain. be a good person, and you're gonna be on your deathbed fulfilled and in pain, probably because you're dying, but at least fulfilled and, you know, accepting death. You don't want to go into death screaming and just sad and because you didn't live the life you wanted to. This was inspired by David Goggins because not inspired, but he talked about the concept before, so I thought it'd be interesting to talk about. But yeah, work hard, especially when you don't feel like it. Write down in the comments below whose catchphrase that is.